What is good, Neo family? It's your boy Ray-Jay back with another video, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Neo stock and why I'm super bullish for the near term and long term futures. I'm also going to talk about can Neo beat $100 a share in 2022. I'm going to use a Wyckoff accumulation schematic to actually answer this question and talk about where I see Neo going for the near term and long term futures. Now, before I say anything about Neo's share price, I do have to mention some very important things. First off, this is non financial advice, guys. This is all for entertainment purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, but it's the entire Neo community as a whole. And the last things, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below and in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo, you're not only going to qualify for an iPhone 13 Pro giveaway, meaning you may win an iPhone 13 Pro, but you're also going to get up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500. So with that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So check this out right here, guys. Right here, I have pinpointed a Wyckoff accumulation schematic, and the way this basically works is it represents the movement of prices that are dictated by institutions. How do the institutions dictate the price of different stocks? And as you guys can see, Neo is moving very similar to that of many different Wyckoff accumulation I would say formations. There are many different variations of them, but this is just one of them which I think that Neo is basically resembling, and this is how I think this thing is going to move. So one weird coincidence that I have actually pointed out in the past is how there's dark pool data, there's offlet exchange data, and there's shorting that goes on that dictates the price of stocks like Neo. So this means that institutions, they try to get in at certain prices, they bring prices up, they try to manipulate people into selling. I'm not going to just say manipulation is the only word to describe it. There are many different ways you could describe it, but what they do is they're the ones behind the way these prices move, because they're the ones that have billions upon billions of dollars. Now, we retail investors, we do play a role and how stocks can move, but at the same time it's also heavily dictated by these institutions. So check this out right here. I pointed this out in the past. Tesla, its offlet exchange or dark pool percentage would be 44%, right? This is trades happening on offlet exchanges, not the New York Stock Exchange or Nasdaq or anything like that. I'm talking about offlet exchange data. 44.5% for Tesla. Look at Neo, it's actually 54.47%. So we're seeing more Neo trades, more of the volume happening on these offlet exchanges. In fact, more than half of it is happening on offlet exchanges, which makes me think that all this time, a lot of Neo's movements are dictated by these institutions. They're the ones that try to make money off of it. They try to trade it during certain moves. And that's one of the reasons why Neo doesn't necessarily run the way we always expect it to. And does that mean I don't believe in Neo? No, I'm super bullish for its future. However, guys, it depends on where we are in these accumulations before we'll get to really see this thing run up. Because Neo announced they have a new car, they absolutely crushed it, yet the share price just kind of kept dropping, and I find that very suspicious. But the thing is, I don't think you have to believe in cycle theory or anything like that, but Neo tends to move in, how should I say, recurring fractals. A lot of stocks tend to do this. Am I saying it happens to everything? No. Am I saying this will always represent Neo? No. But at the same time, there is a lot of merit behind it, and this could often be the case. So check this out right here. So right now we had this preliminary support at the very beginning when we dropped down here back in February. We dropped all the way down to the selling climax, then we ran up to the automatic reaction, then we dropped to this selling test right over here, or a secondary test. Now, there's a secondary test in phase B. You could actually like write these all out in different phases, but this is just a different, more simplified chart that I'm going to use. And we bounce between these levels of support and resistance. You could see that this would be a resistance line right where my cursor is. And there's another resistance, or should I say support, right over here. So as you guys can see, Neo tends to move in these very similar patterns, right? As you guys can see, like after the AR or the automatic reaction, we have some volatility, then we drop. As you guys can see, there's a drop there. That's what happened to Neo. Then all of a sudden we run up. And I think that the run up is here. The drop would probably be right here. This drop right here, see where my cursor is? This is actually right here, this second ST that I put. So this is like the a second selling test or a secondary test in a different phase. This is what this represents. Then we have a run up, right? See this run up? It's identical to this right here. Then we slowly start to drop and drop and drop. That's what happens right here. There's some moments where we run up, which is kind of what happened. Then we drop again. And then we see the spring right here. You guys see the spring? This makes me think that Neo is getting ready for some big moves to come very, very soon. So why do I think that? And will this help Neo break 100? I don't know the exact share price, but I can try to draw this out for how I think this thing is going to move. I think that we're going to have a very bullish year coming up. I think what could happen is we could start to run up a little bit, maybe to the $35 to $40 range. Maybe within by next week we can hit like the high 30s. Then we might drop a little bit, and this could be like the test or the second moment which we test the support that we have. And the support levels like right here, I would say. Based off this chart, it appears to be like around, I would say right here or so. So maybe like the 32. So we might dip after like a week to about 32. Then we'll start creeping up again, up to about 40. Then after that, we're going to dip and then run up, maybe up to like the 50s back in like February. Then we'll kind of trade sideways, right? This would be the SOS, sign of strength. After the LPS or last point of support, then we run up to phase E to see another big bullish run, right? That's something that could play out. Am I guaranteeing it? I'm sorry, I just coughed. Am I guaranteeing it? No, guys, I'm not guaranteeing that this is going to be perfect, but this is just one example of how this thing may start to run. Then after that happens, we might start another cycle. We might start to dip again, go up, and then dip again, find our very strong support, and then start a totally new cycle, right? Something like this, 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 and then we might continue like this for, I don't know, maybe a few months before we start another cycle to the upside. Something like that. And we may break 100 from there. This is just a hypothetical example, guys, right? Now, do I think that's going to happen that soon? Please ignore the time frame here. I kind of messed that up. I think that Neo could easily break past $80 next year sometime, but are we going to break past 100? I definitely think it's possible, but because of the manipulation and all the shorting and everything like that that's going on, it may take a little bit higher or maybe longer than that, more higher amounts of time. It may take maybe, I would say by early 2023, we should be well above 100. We should be in the 120s by then. And maybe by the start of 2023, we should be in 100. So I definitely think that either by the end, or I should say maybe between the end or the start of 2023, so maybe way into here is when we should be above that level. And I think that another cycle like this may start again in the future, or it may continue like this for another extended period of time. So this whole thing, let me redraw this for you guys. So we might start another cycle from there where we drop, we run up, drop again, then we start to run up from there. So we're basically going to hit higher highs and higher lows, and we might continue to slowly creep up and then hit all-time highs towards the end, or maybe by 2023 we might be like just like that. Maybe for the next Neo Day they're going to let it run that year. I think that's how it's going to run, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's how this thing moves, because at the end of the day, this does look like a giant Wyckoff accumulation schematic, and I am still very, very bullish. So don't let anyone scare you into thinking otherwise, guys. I still see the potential in this company. Now, I'm not saying this just because I like the company, their cars. I'm saying this based off fundamentals too. It's also because of the fact that this company has a lot of potential to move in the future, and I can't wait to see what it's going to do. So give it the time it needs, guys. Neo has insane potential, and we'll see where it goes, guys. I just can't wait. I do think we should break $100 by perhaps the end of 2022 or up until 2023, and I'm very, very bullish. So don't lose faith, guys. Remain calm, cool, and collected. Give it the time it needs, and it's going to the moon. Thank you. Enjoy Christmas, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.